Hello, hello. You cannot see me on camera right now, but you will be able to see me there soon. I'm just getting the chat up. Um, I don't have the chat up right now. Let's see now. View, um, docs, chat. Okay, chat is active. Right. Um, I guess I'm gonna bring my main chair. You should be able to hear me pretty well, but yeah, I'm going away from the computer. I'm going to this desk that I built. Should be able to see me now. I can't actually see what you guys are seeing, if I'm honest, because my computer's all the way over there. I don't even have my glasses on. Let's see. Okay, you guys can see my torso right now. Cool. Okay, forgive the jumpers on the back of the seat. Oh, good lordy Lou. Let's move this out of the way without tipping you over here. There we go. Use that as a freaking ballast because this camera up here is very heavy. All right. So this is a desk full of mysteries. I basically got to start looking at stuff, prioritizing stuff, writing down what's good or not. This is going to be the first time I'm ever using this bench. So let's just get a little bit tidied up here. So this is cool. These came with, I actually don't really know what you guys can see, only kind of. NVIDIA Quadro. I don't know how many megabytes these are. 12 volt, 0.2 amp. FX 580. Still doesn't say what megabytes it is. Anyway, I got a couple of those that I want to try out, see if they work. And they came with this board and a couple other boards. Now the problem with this board is that this capacitor has come off in transit. So the capacitor is right down here where it says USB 5.6, and I'm guessing it's right here. I'm guessing I'll have to heat these up or desolder them and put another capacitor in there. Pretty much. This is it's probably a 6th gen, could be a 3rd or 2nd gen. And from what I can see, other than that capacitor, everything else seems to be okay. I could try and plug it in without that capacitor and see what happens, but I figured I could just order this in and try that out and then test it, just in case something blows. Although I've seen plenty of videos of people taking all sorts of capacitors out and stuff still working. So we'll leave that for now. I think I'll actually put this over on a shelf with the other boards. So they were working actually when I got them. So here's another board. This is a Xeon based. It's got like this metal with a this kind of hinge thing here. There, green. It seems like it's come out of some kind of server configuration. And so this came okay condition. I think actually we can see that this is bent a bit, just a little bit. It may not actually be too much of a damage, but both of them have been damaged in that way. But no capacitors have come out. Everything seems all right. Could probably try turning this one on, actually. See what happens. Then we could also try the graphics cards. Sadly, they only do DVI, and I only have my main monitor. That's DVI and DisplayPort. I only have my main monitor, which can accept that. Otherwise, I have a CRT with VGA. So anyway, this one's pretty cool. I don't know how many cores it has, and so I'll show you the state of the other one. Just wait right here. So I actually donated the RAM from this one because this one came in the mail really screwed up. You can really see it there. This has come right off. Which is kind of sad. But, I mean, will it be that hard to fix? I don't know. You can see the teeth here, you know. I'll probably have to take this back plate off. And then what? Just try and put them all back together. Like, I don't see why not. People do that stuff all the time. But, so you can see that they got damaged in the same kind of ways. And this one has a little bit of give there. So I would turn these on and test them, but I'd have to use my main monitor, and I'm not willing to do that right now. You know, that's if I don't find a graphics card that has... If a graphics card has VGA output, then I could test them, but I don't have one on hand that has VGA output. I'm working mostly with... It's a shame he packaged them like this, but I bought them off him so cheap that he kind of was just gonna basically throw them away. So he didn't really bother with the packaging. But I feel like the damages are kind of isolated, and I think they could be fun to work on. The one with the capacitor has a VGA output, but it's got a blown capacitor. So right, that's cleared up. So let's get a pen. All right. So the let's call it the 3rd gen Intel. We gotta order new capacitor. And then attempt to solder on. I'm gonna give this a low priority. Maybe low priority is gonna be like 1. Okay. So the 2-time Xeons, very power hungry. What are they missing? They're missing we got to check if the RAM, if it just turns on. But the only way to get signal is, so it's missing GPU with VGA, or organize use of main monitor, because I do have a DisplayPort cable. I'm gonna give this, like, because it's pretty simple and I have all the stuff anyway, I'm gonna give this medium priority. So give that 2. All right, what's next? So here's the real tragic one right here. So this was a fully functioning... One sec, let me just... It gets dusty in here quick. No wonder I get all bunged up. Okay. So this was a functioning Dell Latitude. I think it was 4th generation. So I've got all the screws for it in here. And this is, I think it's a 256. 256 drive, NVMe. So that's what, like maybe 10 euros on the market, right? This keyboard is half broken, but all its connection is fine. That can maybe go for like 5 euros, right? This is, yeah, let me show you what happened here. So let's see now. This is the trackpad. Yeah, it's an i7 4th gen. It was a lovely computer. It worked great. It just it started to whine a bit, and I thought that like I should repaste it. So I went to repaste it, and I broke it. So yeah, good stuff. I don't know what's in here. Probably something to do with something or other. Anyway, that's the keyboard and mouse. Not too relevant, but both functioning totally fine. Maybe that's like a tenner each, right? So let's get onto the big guns. So this is where the SATA was. This is the Wi-Fi module. And then here is the dreaded CPU. But it gets worse. So yeah, I got this with I think it's only 8 gigabytes. And I think it's like 20 euros to get another one for 16 gigabytes. So what I did was I undid these, and then I thought, you know, I better tie them on as tight as I can so that it's not loose. So I tied it as tight as I could, and I must have cracked and broke something, because you're meant to do it very lightly and in a certain order, which is really sad, bro. Really sad. Oh look, it comes with Windows 8. That's funny. And yeah, so this comes from the factory. It has like a SIM card you could put in here, and this would be the wireless module, which I actually have one of these. Actually, that's kind of funny. I have this exact module. Wow. And then I have the cables that go through here. So I actually could get this to work with the wireless. But anyway, here's the battery. Where is the battery? The hell? Oh, it's over there. Okay. You know, so a nice functioning battery too, maybe another tenner. It cost me 80. It cost me 80, this and a power supply of 600 watts. So let me show you the damage that I did. Okay. So the screen works fine, the hinges are great. And now, let's see what you can see. One sec. Okay, so I do have a microscope, and it uses USB-C. How, you know, maybe if I had this laptop working, I don't even think this has USB-C actually, but I could do USB-C to USB-A and show you what the microscope shows. Anyway, I did have a screen and all this stuff, but yeah, that got complicated. Anyway, so right here, actually this camera works better on its like zoomed lenses. That's a garbage camera, not gonna lie. Anyway, right there. Oh, excuse me, I'm knocking it. Right here used to be a kind of latched plug or whatever, and I tried to take the little strip off. You know, this thing was, where are we? This thing was latched in here, going like that, and I freaking was tugging it, and I didn't realize I had to be unlatched, and so I yanked it, and it ripped off the board, and now there are some like, You see, this is not a hair. This is, oh, that is a hair actually, but there are actual stray traces there, which I think might be causing some kind of short. It's not a vital piece. It's not a vital piece. This just connects to like USB outlets, which I'm not really going to use on this thing. But I think there's something happening there potentially that's causing it to short, and consequently, when we turn it on, it gets no power. I've reset the battery thing here, because what happened was after I tied it super tight, the CPU, it kind of was just, it was still registering, it was just kind of glitching out. But yeah, what kind of tests can we do? Because I was with the multimeter, like checking out all these things, but I've got to do something with that, is my understanding, because we'll see that just power delivery doesn't work. But also, we might be able to investigate if there's any cracks on this underside of the CPU. Let's have a quick look. I don't really see anything cracked. There is some like junk there though. What is that? There's definitely some junk at the back of this. It's like a carton or something. I wonder what that's doing there. Like some kind of fluffy carton thing, but that's just hanging out by some capacitors. It's not really. So I can't really see any like cracking damage right off the bat. You know, and these traces shouldn't really matter, but they are kind of a little bit wild. Why? They're like, I got to do something with them. I got to ground them or something, because until this is like a secured area, I can't trust power delivery. The power delivery could be tripping here. Because how I broke that is I was trying to open this up to get to the battery to do a battery reset, and that was literally one of the last cables before I could get access to here, and it ripped off. And so then, even though I reset the battery, I'm still getting issues, because it may be that I've ripped this thing off and it's giving me issues. And I did have a bit of tape over it. Didn't really help. So I don't really know where to go with this. I could get a whole new like logic board that works, I guess. That's a lot of investment at that point. I could just unscrew it even more and sell the screen with the camera. But it would be fun to get the wireless working. So I don't really know where to go with this, honestly, because I'm not an electrician, and I guess I can show it now. I can try and find the plug, or should we just turn it on by battery? That should be fine, right? It's power, isn't it? I think it's this thing. Well, some stuff is happening, that's for sure. But no fans are spinning. Connected to receiver. Turn that off. I could try pressing it again. Could just be telling me that. Did I even press it? Is it even a button? Oh, look, you see, we get some fan spinach. I might have just turned it off again. And that was a lackluster fan spinach, but it might spin up again. There you go, it spun up again. And then it's just not very happy and nothing displays. So, I've reset the CMOS. That thing got ripped out. And it seems like a power issue. It's trying to save itself from a big electric shock or whatever. But once I get the microscope, we can look over this area and then maybe like talk to Gemini Live or something and see what it actually means, or compare it to other videos. But it's definitely getting power and it works, but something is shorting it out and it's not coming up to the display. Although, is the display even plugged in? I think it is. I think this... Is the display even plugged in? Oh, the battery's come out now. So, I do have the charger somewhere. But yeah, how is the display attached? Where's the display cable? Because if I've been trying to turn this on and the freaking it's not even attached, that'll be kind of funny. But it's still shows. Okay, it looks like there's two big old cables here that come around the back, but that's Wi-Fi, and the other one seems to be related to the CPU. Maybe the graphics. Maybe that's the graphics area right here. Like the graphics card is right here. So I didn't touch that. I only touched this area. So I could try just reseating it now, but I was very gentle with it anyway, and it has an order. So, okay, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, and I never actually took the whole thing out. I just kind of had it dangle because that's what I was doing with the Mac. So that could have done something, cracked something. But it was working just beautifully. And the fan was clean as a whistle. I just thought, hey, I'll just repaste it. Like I've repasted servers, like I've repasted so many things. And it'll be great. And it will not sound so freaking much like a, whiny old machine, but it decided to sound like that, to make no sound at all. I preferred it when it was whining. Okay, so I'm not going to paste it again or anything, and maybe I could take the whole thing out. I don't know. How the frick do you get this out? There we go. So the paste job is disgusting. There's paste everywhere. But let's have a look at any cracks or anything. No. The paste job is pretty abysmal, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if we can like spread some of it out. But I don't think a paste job... Oh, it is a little bit crusty. I guess that's the old stuff. I did put new stuff on. But paste will affect like the heat once it starts going, okay? It's not going to be breaking it just because the paste isn't on right. Unless maybe it's leaking onto stuff that it needs contact with, but there are these things here. But they're like socket things, but So, but I think that's already got the old dry stuff there. Do these really have to be revealed? I don't think so. But they kind of do look like CPU socket, like some CPUs have that and they need to be in contact with the pins, but I don't... These are either like the ends of pins or they're like almost cosmetic. So yeah, abysmal job, but No real visible damages. And look, there's kind of like this weird bent element, you know. Okay, it kind of looks flat now, right? So I've been told to put it so bloody gently, but I feel like I've already done the damage. See, and it has this kind of give to it, which like I don't, it's I don't know about that, you know. Come on, stick. Right. So we go. I don't know about this bounce, bro. It's not supposed to have this bounce. We're gonna go to 1. I'm just so confused why it's so damn delicate. 1. Just a CPU die. 2. Okay, now on 3. Because, like, if I press the power button and the display shows something, winner, winner, BIOS dinner, you know what I mean? But the display is not even going because the CMOS reset could have fixed it. However, after I rip that legacy USB stuff, okay, so now it's like, do it very lightly until the first bit of give and then you're done. Like now, there's a tiny bit of resistance. So apparently that's done now, even though that should fall out, like if it's a normal screw. But apparently that's and I put this as tight as I could, as tight as I possibly, you see, it gets given resistance now. That was 3. That's giving resistance now. Just seems dumb that it's so freaking loose. But that's apparently how it likes it. All right, incredibly loose. Oh. You know, I don't know what to do for that thing that I broke. I think if this doesn't work, then I think the next step is to get the microscope on that. Even though the microscope probably won't even elucidate much. Oh damn, this is, why is this complicated all of a sudden? There we go. All right, the CPU is freaking soft as it can get. Yeah, that light should be white without me having to press it, you know what I mean? It should have been white without me having to press it. I kind of pressed it there, didn't I? Oh, one flash. Okay. Okay, so I turned everything off. Now it's back on. Spin, you little. See, now it doesn't even want to spin at all, not even once. Very sus. Oh, there we go. So there is that flash here. LED 6 flashes just before it shuts down. Because remember, this was in perfect condition when I received it. All I did was open it, tie this way too bloody tight, and then break these traces. So tying it way too tight is a known issue and very easy to just totally break your machine doing that. And then obviously this can cause electrical issues. So I don't really know where to go from here. It's just such a shame. I really wanted to like work from areas with cleaner air, bro. So do I take it all apart? Do I try one more time to fix it? I think we're going to try one more time to troubleshoot and fix it. And then we're going to call it dead and sell all the parts, maybe make 80 back. that we spent over the winter. You know, sell the battery, this module here. Wait a minute, this isn't even plugged in over here. What the hell? This ain't even plugged in. The battery thing. Not that it should matter too much, but is this because this just keeps like permanence of the BIOS, right? Get in there, you little slug. Get in there. Come on. You see how finicky this stuff is? And so this, look, imagine how small this one was. It was so tiny, and I just didn't notice that the freaking lock was on it. Come on. You know you want to get in there. Why is it being so difficult? You literally live there. This is literally your home. Go home. Okay. So I don't know what's locked or unlocked right now. Is that unlocked or is... I'm guessing up is unlocked. I'm guessing. So down is now locked. All right, now let's try. Oh, we're getting more buttons. Look at that. That probably means something. Huh. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Dear, what does that mean? Okay. It's LED 7 and it's going white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow. What does it mean? Huh. I think it might mean no M2 or something. I'm going to get Gemini up really quick over here. White, yellow on LED 7, Dell Latitude. What could it mean? Morse code. If you are seeing a repeated pattern of one amber and one white, it typically indicates a power-related issue. Ah. Unsupported AC, temporary battery failure. If the lights aren't just alternating but blinking in a specific count, 2 amber then 1 white. No, we're getting white, amber, white, amber, white, amber, white, amber. So disconnect the AC and any peripherals if your battery is removable. Check the adapter, reseat the RAM. Steady 1-to-1 flashing. Currently using battery power for convenience. There is also some loose traces which could be causing the issue, as I ripped out a media. What the hell is it? Some kind of a media ribbon cable entry. It's almost a battery or power communication error. Since you mentioned you're running on battery and you ripped out a media ribbon cable, we have a culprit. On many Latitude, the media ribbon cable near the top of the keyboard doesn't just control, it can be part of the control daughter board. If that cable entry is damaged or has loose traces, exposed copper wires, or torn paths, you're likely dealing with one of two things: a short circuit. Those loose traces might be touching each other or the metal chassis, causing the system to throw a power fault code to prevent a fire or total board fry. The system checks for a closed loop on its components. If that ribbon cable is part of the power on or status indicator circuit, the motherboard sees an open circuit and panics. The loose traces are dangerous. If the copper traces are touching the motherboard or each other, you risk a permanent short that could kill the Super IO chip on the North Bridge. Tape it off. If you can't repair the cable, ensure the exposed ends are not touching. Use a tiny piece of tape. Check for debris. I gave my tape to my neighbor. Ensure no tiny metal fragments from the ripped connector are sitting on the motherboard. A microscopic piece of solder or wire can cause that blink. To see if the laptop can even bypass the stereo, try this. Remove the battery. Interesting. Well, I didn't get that before because I must have never plugged this in again. So I've got the wall plug here. Let's see. Huh. Put some tape over it. I tried putting tape over it. I got to do something else. But what? All right. Here it is. Here it is. Oh. Yes. It's great that we're getting progress. Shut up. Disconnect yourself. Okay. So I was told, well, that this did have some relevance, but I was also told it's just a media link ribbon cable, so let's just try and drain all power. Let's have a quick look. What is that like? It's just exposed, bro. It's just exposed. Traces. So they shouldn't be touching anything, apparently. I think they're all gone, though. It seems like they're all gone. I can't see them anymore, but they used to be like waving around, bro, for real. All right, we got the AC power. Let's see what happens. Oh, look, this is exactly where the power goes in, bro. That's mental. That is pretty crazy. Yeah, same issue. But we don't get those blinking LEDs this time. It gets a shut off. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's try it again. Because at least from the battery, the power is coming from here, right? But I think when the power comes from here, it's actually to do a lot with that that J media channel. Okay, so it's the same thing. LED 6 just goes once. Just one time. It's gonna blow, bro. I wish it would. That'd be great. And it would just be the freaking motherboard in the end, so if it's fried anyway. Okay, what are we searching here? Okay, now LED 6 blinks once and then it shuts off for good. Seemed like energy from battery was better. Maybe I can put the battery in as well. Power management has moved from a warning state to a critical failure state. A single amber blink followed by a shutdown. No, I didn't get an amber blink this time, bro. The short circuit, make contact with each other. The motherboard has a controller that monitors voltage, detects the short, realizes it could cause a fire or melt the chip. Come on, just melt the chip for the views. Batteries can provide a cleaner surge of initial current, which is why I might have felt better momentarily, but the motherboard has now flagged a permanent hardware fault. Every time it blinks and shuts off, you are sending electricity through a potential short. This can bridge the damage to more expensive components like the CPU or RAM. Isolate the traces. Open the laptop and disconnect the battery. Look at the ripped entry point. Use a pair of plastic tweezers to ensure no two copper lines are touching. I don't think there are. Cover it with non-conductive tape. Check for magic smoke. Smell near the ripped cable. Once you have taped off the loose traces, remove the battery, hold the power, plug in only, try to boot. If it still blinks once and dies, the short has moved upstream and damaged a regulator. Bro, this sucks. Not gonna lie. But this is why I've just left it here. I'm gonna put in the battery. We're gonna see. Maybe it blows up for the vine. It's it's kind of cool though, because I was talking to a guy and he did the exact same thing once. Went to repaste it and it just broke for all eternity. And so that kind of indicated me a little bit. Not gonna lie. Not going to lie. All right. That's interesting. That's worse than both of the. Oh. Okay. Oh, what's going on now? I think that means that the battery's charging, maybe. So strong LED 7 and LED 1, and then when I press on, okay, I'm guessing that just means that it was charging. Oh, yeah, that means battery's charging probably. Bro, the short though. The traces though. Why? I don't see no traces. Why can't you just rip off a piece of a motherboard and it works? Or maybe it's because there's this one piece of metal still there. Maybe I should just really go at it, like really scrub at it until it's like just a big old block of nothing. You think that's a good idea? I think that's all right, because then it's not going to get confused. It's going to be like, oh, this area doesn't exist anymore. This area has been deleted. But anyway, the RAM can maybe go for a little bit. All these components, I think, can go for as much as I got it for. But it was just nice that it was working when I got it. An i7, you know? My last laptop was a EliteBook i5, I think, 2nd gen, and it was a bloody beast. I was freaking playing video games while compiling on IntelliJ with like 4 clients at once. Like, we were having a freaking whale of a time. So yeah, I'm gonna just I got a spoon. I mean, or a knife would probably be better. I'm just gonna scrub at it. Scrub at it. What's up, dude? Hey, thanks, Sniper. I'm just going to my screen here. Look, like the setup is not optimal. As I explained at the beginning of the video, what I'd really like is to have a CRT screen here where I can talk with you guys. But right now, this is the situation. So here's my work computer, right? And then I've got this desk that I made, which is a freaking state. But that's why we're making this live, to work through it, because I won't freaking work through it ever if I don't right now. You know what I'm saying? So that should be looking at the seating desk, yeah. Bro, if you want to share your video idea, go for it. I'm gonna see all these chats, right? And you guys don't understand the the density of content that I have in terms of tech and hardware. It's like insane because this table, right? This fancy table right here is made of old computers. Okay. We're talking, this is a dense wall of old computers that I put a piece of wood on and I put my green screen on. I mean, they're ancient, right? But I got better ones over there that can go into like production or be sold. Probably have to try sell some stuff this winter in order to survive. To survive. All right. So, where were we? Yeah, we needed like a knife. I do have a knife. It fell on the floor. Where'd it go? Let me see. Let me see. I got spoons. I got scissors. Okay, scissors are gonna have to do because at least the scissor has a blade edge. So here is the trace area. Let's just make sure all the power's gone. But it's working. It's just there's an electricity short, and it's because of this thing I've done now. But then again, I got the same errors when I was just doing the CPU stuff. But yeah. So I'm literally just going to abuse this until there's just nothing here that can trigger anything. You know what I'm saying? Just get it really good and abused. Yeah. This is how we do it. Because yeah, I got another laptop to work on, and this kind of goes into parts really quite easily. Obviously not the motherboard, but yeah. So my thinking is like, if I get every working element out of here, you see like that metal piece and stuff, then it's not going to cause any issues. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Was this somewhat survivable and now I've just really made it a lot worse? I don't know. But you know, if you deleted like Denmark, the world would still work, right? So this is my Denmark that I'm deleting over here. Deletion. So that looks good and vandalized. All right, let's try it. Come on, let's blow up. Let's get a kaboom. Nothing at all, eh? Oh, this moved. I didn't realize. Sorry. Get that like that. All right, now it's just not happy at all, apparently. Who would have known that carving out a hole in a motherboard would make it unresponsive? I mean, we could try with the battery. But if we kill the battery, that's killing some of the resale value. But because the power's coming up from here, it should be chilling. No. Man, are they really this sensitive? Honestly, if I did this to another motherboard, it would probably be fine. You know, this is just off battery power. Yeah, this is done. I think that last piece of metal that I got was like some kind of power grounding source, and it wasn't just traces, and now it's just totally cooked. All right. So this is fried chicken. So it's just time to dismantle it, put them all into like pieces, and hopefully get like 80 euros out of the resale. That is There's one way to cook a chicken, as they say. So at least now I'm not always on the verge of like, I could save her. I can save her. It's just dead. And I killed it. So yeah. We can just try and recoup our loss. So the motherboard is not functioning, but can be used for parts. And everything else on this board is brilliant, in brilliant condition. Display, everything. So this can go for like a $5 easy with the battery. Let's see now. Should we take the motherboard off? So many more screws, yeah. Let's just unscrew everything we can see. I do actually have an electric screwdriver that I got recently. I'm not going to use it. So we don't need to screw any of this back on, but I would like to keep the screws maybe for the buyer. I mean, this is some old tech, but this is exactly the point, is that people are going to want to be repairing this. I need a bigger screwdriver. People are going to be repairing this. They're going to be looking for its parts. As long as I have the part number, because I have other laptop junk, but I forget, I don't have their part numbers, so that kind of ruined it for resale. But I had some good parts. There it is. Well, I'm glad this is going out the way, because this one really actually broke my heart when it went. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I was distraught because the idea was to have this, and then I could work from wherever. So I'd keep all my computers on here, all my proxies, all my bots and stuff, and then I could do the whole literal digital nomad thing. But most importantly, just getting fresh air, because this office is freaking disgusting in terms of like ventilation. But that's the price I paid, because this is like €100 and something cheaper. I am threading the crap out of this. That is weirdly stuck on there. Okay. Yeah, so it's cheaper, which means more affordable. So I make about €200 a month playing video games, and the rent is about $300 a month. So I just need a breakthrough to another level on my video game stuff, and we're winning. But yeah, right now, let's have a look. Nice. Lovely, perfect hinges. Let's try and unplug this without ripping anything. Does this have a latch? I don't see a latch. I think you just yank it. Although that literally killed this the last time. No, okay. So we're going to get all the screws out on this side, but it looks like we have to unplug some things on the other side. So these look like the motherboard screws are kind of Goldilocks colored. So yeah, I think I could get at least €50 out of this with parts, you know. That's a fair enough recoup, not gonna lie. But yeah, if I ever repaste again, I'm gonna do a full teardown. Really take my time. Make sure I'm not bending anything at any point. And be incredibly gentle, bro. but more likely I'm just never gonna repaste again. But I really would need a computer like a Chromebook because all I would be doing is a remote desktop. I don't really need that much processing power. So really a big screen, actually. Um, a big screen and a very well exactly this kind of chip, fourth generation for the kind of the streaming of a remote desktop. So with that it's snappy. But I imagine maybe an old MacBook Air because it really does bother me the sounds, bro, of a laptop. I really want a quiet laptop. I'd probably be better off with like the Raspberry Pi keyboard and a kind of like foldable screen. Actually, that could probably be the best option. And so then I could also go to the hospital because I have health issues, and I can manage everything from the hospital wherever I go. Just get a coffee, get creative. Uh, I I still have the laptop bag. I don't know whether I'll sell that too. Let's see now. Buzz. Holy crud, there's a lot of stuff here. So I'm guessing I'll take a photo of every single thing because my friend, my neighbor downstairs has a special camera and I've got a special light. And so I can take real nice photos of each thing and then I can send them all to Gemini and I could be like, Gemini, make me a freaking description for each item. At least get their name. This is the model of the device, and then maybe that could save some time there. But I think any little bit could be worth something. But I'm glad it's dead, you know. I am really glad it's dead. And I killed it. It gives me a feeling of, you know, power. Power. And look, this is a task, okay? Taking the time out of your day to unscrew everything, to collect it all, to put it up for sale, to make a post, to get the lighting, to take this is freaking work, isn't it? So, and it's work that reaps reward. Sure, it took an initial investment, but loads of lessons have been learned. Just checking if there's any more screws. Look, there's one here. I mean, really, I could just get a new logic board, but I don't want to invest any more in this thing. It was cute, but um, it wasn't my style. I need quieter. And the thing with the Raspberry Pi keyboard is it's quiet. It's passive. And if I wait for the Pi 5, even better. All right. Looks like this unplugs and it has no lip. Uh, Thanks, Dad, for the big chubby fingers. Although my guitar teacher had huge chubby fingers and he was great on the guitar. So it's about practice in it. This also seems to need to disconnect. This must be like a keyboard thing. Does it have a lip? It doesn't look like it has a lip. Okay, so I'm just gonna yank it. It doesn't have a lip for yanking either, so I don't know about this one. Let's give it a friendly tug. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, came out. All right. We're being friendly here. This can come out. I might actually save this electrical tape, this yellow stuff. Take it off, put it somewhere else. All right. Yeah, I need a screen right there so I can see what you guys are saying. I don't really think this should be taken off this way. Let's flip her over. Alrighty-roo. Right, let's take this RAM out. That'll be like... Hey, with RAM prices going up, I'm going to be rich. I just hope this is 8 gig and not 4. How the frick do you take this off? I think it's these guys. There we go. All right. These are the money makers right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Rich kid. Those are the money makers, not gonna lie. Why is the battery still in? Oh my goodness. The battery as well. 5,400 milliamps. That's like a phone. That's like a modern phone. Crazy. So I wonder if I should keep this Wi-Fi module. No. But maybe I should keep how it is on the board. I don't know. I just want to get this fan out right now. And I want to unplug this for the screen. Yeah. Okay. Do I just tug? A friendly tug? Yeah? Or does it go up? Oh, do I tug this? Huh? Wow. That is the graphical stuff. Cool. Yes, I will have to take this off because that's the only way the screen's going to go free. Bro, this is a lot of screws for a small machine. And it's a shame. Like I say, I could have upgraded it, but I could always buy another one in 10 years' time or whatever. Because I don't know with those Raspberry Pi keyboards if you can do wireless. And that's the thing with Spanish hospitals, they don't have connection, but then you can always just share from your phone. Looks like I'm gonna have to disconnect these. And then feed it through the hole, and then I got the screen. All right. If I was a shy man, I could never get a guy like you. If I was a shy man. Be free, screen. I wonder if someone will want you. Oh, come on, bro. Do I have to break that plastic? Or can it go in like this? I'm gonna have to break that plastic. No. How? Why have they done it like this? Very sus. How are you supposed to feed it through? How? Have they put the plastic on after? Look, that makes the most sense. You bunch it up and you press it through. But this is cable, bro. All right. Yeah, we don't have to break nothing. Don't have to break nothing. It's the Wi-Fi. Whoa! Oh, it's my... Okay. So we got a lovely screen, fresh battery, Wi-Fi module, a nice 8 gigabyte RAM stick. It's hard to get the one that's actually from the thing. 256 NVMe, which I literally, from Micron, I can't use it right now. Actually, I can use it. I do have another M2 slot on my RV2. But yeah. It's a lot of tech. We've got the battery there. Okay. Now, what else do we have here? All right, I seem to have taken these out. What the hell are these? You see, I don't know what these are. 4 to what? Ugh, what is this? Are these speakers? Are these speakers? What are these? They got a gross dust over them. They kind of look like they could be speakers. I don't know. They were in the side of the thing. So, nice speakers, which I guess I'll clean with alcohol. See if anyone's saying anything. What you working on? Yo, Beeman. You're probably not here anymore. If you are here, what's up? Sorry I didn't answer. I will be getting a screen so I can see the comments. Oh, don't fall. So basically, we started out with a 3rd gen Intel machine, and it came in the mail with 2 Xeons, all kitted out, motherboards, everything, and working before he sent them to me. But because they came from a different city, it needed the capacitor came off, so it needs a new capacitor. So I need to order a new capacitor, attempt to solder it on, and then I'm willing to power it up, see how it goes. The 2 Xeons are missing a GPU with VGA because that's more convenient for me. However, I can test them with my main monitor over there. I just have to be a bit more organized, so I put them on a higher priority, but I've stashed them. I've stashed them away from this desk. The idea is to clear this desk out and have one project at a time. And so this laptop I bought for 80 euros. It was in pristine working condition, great, well kept. It was just a bit greasy on the keyboard, right? And it wasn't even, the fan is not even dusty somehow. He must have not had it on his lap. He must have really kept it as a work thing. i7 4th gen, perfect for remote desktoping. It was good battery, but I felt like it started whining too quick, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll just quickly repaste it, and then it's going to be in the best condition ever. I won't have to touch it for years. So I opened it up, I repasted it. What the hell was that? I didn't look at how to repaste it, or take any advices there, and I freaking tied it as tight as I could, these screws, and I don't think that did me any favors. And then it started glitching out, and so then I went to change the CMOS, which was here. But to get to the CMOS, you have to break it all down in its entirety. So I did that, and on the last stage, there's this, which is associated with look, the power plug is right here, and it plugs in here, and so I don't know. It's not directly connected, but anyway, taking away this USB module thing, messed with power, made a short, it wouldn't boot anymore, and I didn't know how to fix it, so I just ended up like nuking it, hoping that nuking it would do something, and nuking it just killed the whole board. So it did go to show that there was now a serious fault. I don't know whether it was fixable or not. I do have a microscope to look and to see and to analyze, but I just decided to nuke it instead as a Hail Mary, and then it died now, so it's good. So now I'm scrapping it for parts, and I think all the parts are going to make up a good amount, and really all I need is like a Chromebook or an old MacBook Air, or probably a Raspberry with like a foldable screen and a stand, but like those Raspberry keyboards, because of this fan, I didn't like it. And a Raspberry keyboard should be fine, a Raspberry Pi 5. So we're just going to continue to dismantle it, and then we have a professional photography studio basically downstairs. Take a great photo of every single one, put them up for sale, see if it can buy me a few lunches. It's sad. It's a nice board, but it was a bit too whiny, actually. So what are we doing here? We are going to take out something or other. There must be some screws I'm not seeing. Not really. Where's the trackpad? Must be on another part. Right, let's take this out. But I think we can take out the whole heatsink. Wait, that is what I'm taking out. Okay, so we're going to take all of that out. That's too big. Where's my little guy? There she is. I would never get a girl like you if I was a shy man, a shy man. I would never get a girl like you. Wow, it's sprung. You see that? It's a youngin'. If I was a shy man, a shy man. Get out of there, you scumbag. What are you connected to, bro? There you go. All right, heatsink. I'll clean that with alcohol. Heatsink, €2. Going once, going twice. Fan, pristine condition. €3. Going once, going twice. Sold to the blonde. There's one thing keeping this board in, and I don't know what it is. I just don't know. It feels like something in this hinge over here. Don't really. I don't get it. Is it this Ethernet cable? Why don't you be free, innit? The hell? Oh, it has a mini display port. That's gross. Why is this stuck? I don't see any screws. Get the hell out of there. Don't make me make you. There must be one screw I'm missing. Oh, wait. Is that mini display port being a prick? Do I just yank it? Ugh! What the hell? It's that mini display port. What a freaky deaky guy. Bro, come on. I don't get it. I don't get it. I touched the thermal paste. Gross. Get the hell out of there, bro. Why? I'm not going to Google just for this one thing. I should be able to figure out. It's in this hinge. I kind of want to preserve as much as I can, but it seems like there's something under here. Oh, yeah, there's a hidden little bastard screw in there. What a sneaky devil. So many screws for this one. If I was a real gentleman, I'd sort them out into K's and P's and R's, but I'll probably just sell like a bag of them or discuss with them if they want some screws that could be related to their item. Oh, because I'm gonna sell the motherboard too. Oh, that came out. Because you know, there might be some capacitor in here that they want to try, or they want to take out the Ethernet port. I don't know. This power, this is worth something. This power connection. I might leave that plugged in, but when I take photos, I'm gonna unplug it probably. Let's see. Let's see. I kind of want to take off this film, but you know, just to have a good look at it, but kind of looks good with it on. What could people want from this? I don't get it. Like maybe they want this thing, right? Or one of these. Or what could they want? Maybe they're going to replace the headphone jack. Don't know what they could do with the CPU and GPU. It's a shame that this is so integrated. And just because of this, either me cracking that or just this little piece of trash that doesn't want to work. But I'd sell this for like a $5 easy. Donor board, broken $5, and then I'd take a photo with this, but then I would say that it's a part and it's like another $5 for this thing. So we got a nice grimy keyboard with a loose key over here, but it works. Maybe another $5. We have the trackpad area, which I'm gonna leave totally intact. I don't think I have to unscrew anything here, but it's perfect trackpad, and it says E7240. If somebody wants to harvest the chip, it's an i7. Got all the buttons here. Everything in pristine condition, nothing ripped or broken. So any kind of trackpad parts. I don't know what is here in this bay. Whatever's in that bay though, it's fine. And that's it. Do you think someone would want this chassis too? Maybe. Oh, there's another cable here. What's that? Oh, there's a thingy here. It's related to the Wi-Fi thing, to turn the Wi-Fi on or off. So there you go, that's another item. Then that's screwed in and it just jostles back and forth. Oh yeah, I did kind of had to bend this to actually get it off, but I think that just goes straight back in. Nothing's ripped. So I don't know who would want this. Maybe they want to fix the button. Although, man, that's a good mechanism. Could use that for some DIY stuff. If I don't know what, but that holds a lot of tension. I could maybe cut here and use this spring loaded thing. Yeah, there's the spring. That's useful. It could be holding water, right? So I could wrap a string here, and then the water fills up, fills up, fills up, fills up. When it gets to there, then it spills. So I'll put this up for sale, but I might keep it as well and harvest that string. Right, so I have a laptop bag, and so I think I will put everything in a laptop bag, but I also have loads of padding and you know, anti-electrical padding stuff from all the freaking stuff from Temu I've been buying, so we can put each item in one of those. And I've got more RAM. I've got RAM coming out of my kazoo. I got some RAM here. I don't even think I have that for sale. It's just sitting here. I got these for my server, I guess, to get like 10 gigabit Ethernet or whatever. I haven't put those up for sale. They're pretty old, but they're in good condition. If I'm gonna put some stuff up for sale, I may as well put a lot of the stuff, right? Okay. That's for an AMD CPU. That's for RAM that's like long and not laptop RAM. More long RAM. All right, but here are basically a bunch of static stuff. But I'm looking for a RAM bag now. A laptop RAM bag. Laptop RAM, where is the laptop RAM? Okay, best I got is the base, but no lid. Where could the lids be? I just keep finding like CPU lids. Hello, lids. RAM lids. Why would you only have a base? You melon. Why would you only have a base and no lid? Oh, whatever. So here's the base. Great fit, you know, but it has no lid to it. So I guess I'll just put, but it does stay, and I'll find a lid later maybe. And I'll put it in this one. A bit thicker wall. Okay. That's one. This NVMe, would I ever use it, or should I just sell it? It does actually have good data. It has my data on it right now. So I need to wipe that first. I can probably get my neighbors to wipe that. So I'm going to lump this in with the Wi-Fi module. Yeah. So that's just all NVMe types. Call that a day. Bit big of a bag, but that's all right. Let's see now. This is the CMOS battery set. Put that in its own thing. Excellent. This looks like, oh yeah, the little side flap thing. Kind of irrelevant, but somebody might want it. Oh, I've got the charger for it too. That'll go for a pretty penny. And this fan, I don't really need it to be in an anti-static bag. But here's the fan. Contained. I'm just gonna, I don't really care about these screws, but I'm gonna add to the pile of screws. Okay. All of you boys are coming in to the pile of screws. I'm so sorry. How am I going to distribute these screws with the people? I don't know. I'm just going to have to guess and give them a bunch. Okay. Need to clean off the thermal paste from this. I got some kitchen roll. Yep. Kitchen roll, kitchen roll, kitchen roll. Where's the kitchen roll? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did the kitchen roll to? Literally. Oh my gosh, bro. I just bent the copper. That's unbelievable. It's so brittle. That's so dumb. Oh well. I think I might keep this. Oh, it's bending even more because this is just copper, isn't it? With a heatsink. I could use that for something. I mean, I'll put it up for sale, but I've bent it now. Okay. I should probably clean the thermal paste off of this thing too, as much as I can without alcohol. I think the charger could go for 20 easy. So any cracks here? I doubt it. What a lovely 4th gen chip. So, donor board. Working laptop. I think these got to be in like different boxes though. Battery. Those should be paired, I think. And then the screen is separate, and then we've got speakers too. But the speakers I'm kind of interested in. Like, what if I plug this into my audio jack? Nah, it's too small. I'm going to pair the speakers with the... Bro, there's so much. But how do I package it? I'm guessing I'm just going to put it in bubble wrap. I got plenty of bubble wrap. I think. I should have plenty of bubble wrap. Where's my bubble wrap going? Bubble, 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 bubble. All right. Keyboard, E7-240. Keep that in mind, E7-240. Actually, I think the screen should get the best treatment with the bubbly wobbly. How should these be folded? Back or forward? Oh, like that. I hope. Please don't break the hinge. All right. Let's give it some TLC. We'll get some good photography done on this puppy. We'll make our money back. This is going to go as a package. It should probably go like this. Although the donor board... I think the donor board should be its own thing, yeah. Also, I don't feel good about this cable here. It's... oof. Yeah. How much do you think I'm going to get from this? I think at least 50, like I said earlier. I'm just going to lump them all in there because I don't actually have that much more bubble wrap. Okay, but the screen, I think the screen is going to be a good one. Okay, we've got like hinge pieces. They're just going to go in here, I guess. Oh wait, no, maybe we can give them their own little baggie. Look at this. So these are like the screws of the first stage. That was, could have been done better. Okay, now we're gonna have a second stage set of screws. Wow. Is that micro USB? We'll double check. Gosh, I've ordered so much crap over the summer. And now I gotta sell it all, organize it all. So some hinges, the first batch of screws, the rest of the screws. Okay. Oh, I don't like how this slip and slides. Don't want it breaking any ribbons. You see this fresh ribbon right there? I don't like that at all. Sticking out like that. Cheeky little muffin. It's dangerous. That's super dangerous. So have them stick out like this. A bit better. Yeah. Okay. That's the screen. Right, the headphones and the metal detect. Put that. No, we should have them in the clear bag. But it has to be long enough for this metal thing. So a big one. No, still too small. This should do it. Thank you, Chinese people, for giving me all these different size bags. Oh, it's still just a bit too big. So I'm going to put all this stuff in the laptop bag that it came with. And when I go downstairs, take a photo of everything, put them up for sale. If I apply just enough pressure, I should be able to lock this in. But yeah, I do want to keep this heatsink because I'm always looking for for heating solutions. And it'd be nice to have just a bunch of copper to work with. All right. So this actually doesn't have any protection, but it should be okay. This frame. Oh yeah, there's more frame over here. Someone may want this Dell backplate. And maybe they want to refresh their buttons. So we got to make a bag for that too. Ooh, this might be nice for the little bits. They'll all fit. They do, very nice. Okay, I got this yellow bag. It's a bit too tubular. Anything else? Do we have anything else? Any more fluffy padding? Doesn't look like it. Which is a bit strange because I had loads of it. Wow, that's a pretty big bag. But it's not the bag I'm looking for. Yeah, I got CD drives in here. Oh. Whoa. Did you guys have a nice trip? It's because this phone is so heavy. It just fell. I literally don't have anything to wrap that thing with. Maybe a small towel? I got a small towel, like a tiny one. Like this. Should be enough. Oh, excuse me, guys. All right, this is becoming unstable, you know what I'm saying? Small towel, keeps everything together. So we've got 3 blocks. We've got chassis, keyboard and battery, display, and then all the juicy bits, like the NVMe and stuff. Yeah, you're gonna go on full again. Bro, this is lit. Oh, it's probably because I have it as extended as possible. Okay. So here's the bag. It's a bit heavy. Oh, it's got tissues. That's nice. Is it like wet or something? It's a bit heavy. So we're going to put all the pieces in there. And we'll take them downstairs. Do a listing for all of them. We take an extra display bag. This is the board, keyboard. Yeah, replacement board, keyboard, trackpad. And then here is the display. Oh yeah, also the batteries in there. Now, the charger in excellent condition. It's a little special 3-pin thing. I think this is going to go for a fair amount. It's got so many good parts to it. I got it for about 60-ish euros because I also got a wait a minute, this isn't supposed to be in here. This is my water sensor for my Arduino. Don't know what that's doing in there. It's like a humidity sensor or something. Does this have a front pocket? It does not. Okay. There we go. All packaged away nicely. Put that by the door next time I go out to go see my buddy. We do our business there. All right. Gosh, good to get that one over with. Yo, Lumi, I'm so sorry for not checking messages, but I just got done trying to fix a computer, laptop. I ended up just breaking it more. So, which is the story of how it broke in the first place, me trying to fix something that isn't broken because I wanted to have it whine a little less. And it did whine a little less, you know, until it didn't whine at all. So now I've just taken it apart and it's ready to get some good photos taken of all the parts. They're all neatly assembled without any scraps and scripts or anything. And they're going to be sold, bro. Sold is the idea, and hopefully I get my money back. You know, it's always nice for a harsh winner to get your money back. And I've been struggling to work on this stuff because I've been having so much success working in software that now all the software has stopped after an update today, which is going to take a relatively large overhaul, which I'm not prepared for. Consequently, here we are. This was plugged into a power source. It isn't now. So let's have a look. How does that look? No, it needs to be on its side, right? Like that. Yo, that's so crazy. What element, bro? What element? Oh, look, you can see my internet back there, bro. You see how it comes from the roof? So, yeah. You haven't got this half an idea, bro. I would show you it, but I fed it through the roof from where the router is, but I clearly got like 3 meters less than I should have. And instead of it going around the corners, oh man, that is about to collapse. Huh. Interesting. Anyway. But yeah, that's like Cat 6e, so it does all the work I need it to do. So yeah, we're just cleaning up this workspace now because we've gotten over a lump of stuff. I got this like electric screwdriver thing. I don't see myself using it anytime soon unless I'm going to do a really big kind of dismantling of all these computers here. So I think I can put this in some kind of storage, like, yeah, put them on the computers, which I'm going to use them for, yeah. This is a packaging, goes in the packaging space. This is for my Arduino, which is here. So, just like a Chinese Arduino starter kit. I think I got a servo as well. Yeah, a little servo. Just a little motor. And then I got this little humidity thing, so I could do it where it's like, if this fills with water, then the motor goes, and maybe it can pump out water. That could be my first thing that I do with an Arduino. Keep those together. And I think this can live somewhere else than on the table. Okay. Because, yeah, good stuff, but if we're not going to do it immediately, we should back off. Okay, another RAM holder. That goes in the RAM compartments. This is a screwdriving kit, so I can keep that on the edge. What are we saying? We're not saying much. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Just checking in. I will have that screen. I mean, if anything, this CRT thing works, man. But if anything, I can put this table next to this one and then have the computer running here and then have the screen there. That could make the most sense. And that'd also give some walking area over there so I can clean up. Alrighty. But yeah, I've been so hard on the software. That like I have not had time to do anything. You know, doing a lot of thinking as well. No, this is razors. That's razors. Those are SATA cables. This is my soldering iron. Probably need that at some point soon. These cables can go in the cable drawer. I'm literally just tidying up right now. But I'm tidying up to make room for the next project, so this can go there. That can go there. This phone, I was thinking to do another feed with this phone. It needs to always be charging and with a micro USB. But it's always good to have a third angle, you know what I'm saying? But I can put this away until the time of usage. I have another phone here, so put that there. Okay. So we can add to our thing. So laptop, taken apart, ready to be photoed and listed. I think we can put that on high priority because if we can start getting some money in from there, that'd be great. Get some of that dopamine, you know what I'm saying? These are some SATA cables that came with the Xeons from earlier. So just put them in the SATA drawer. Yes, sir. So how are we doing? Is there anyone watching? Is anyone there? I've seen some comments and I haven't been able to respond. because I've just been a bit thick, you know, with my setup. But you guys are watching. Crap, there's 2 screws here. Oh well, I guess they're mine now. You guys are watching freaking order come out of chaos, so it's not so bad. Yeah, I've had. Oh, I could sell this cable too, actually. If their ribbon cable was broke, so we'll see. I'll add that. Oh, I keep thinking you guys are here when you're there now. I might put you back, but you kept falling over, so you guys are drunk. I can't take you guys. Let's see. Throw that away. Throw this away. Keep that. Batteries can go here. Pen, microscope. How are we gonna get that to work? Because it's micro USB, bro. We'll see. Micro USB can be attached to a phone. This is for the back of the scales. This is for eating and drinking. Oh, I got an appointment at 5:30. Okay, so we're nearly there. Yeah, I do kind of want to test out these soon. I got 2 of them. Apparently they work. That's nice. But I get a lot of those apparently. A tripod. I think give this a little blow. Oh, there's some screws there. Things get so dusty. Ah, the screws are gone everywhere. Like, I was looking for a tiny screw to screw in my NVMe on my RV2 recently, and so I think that's good that I keep a few. Well, that died. He will come back to life one day. All right, I got a little pile of mischief happening over here. I don't know exactly what it's about. Keep that here, bin that there, bin those things there. This lives here. These live together, I guess. That is his package. After all, I did drop the screwdriver and my power bank. Screwdriver can live here. My pile of HDDs. They will, I don't know. Ah, that's the thing. I got a bunch of really old computers and I don't have IDE to SATA connections, but I have USB to SATA. It's not very stable, but if it's externally powered, I have a couple that are externally powered. They might be able to run from there, and I don't have to buy an IDE adapter. So what do I do with these puppies? I think just put them over here. Oh, right in the drawer right here. Much better. Honestly. You should have seen the state of this place a bit earlier. Still a bit messy. I gotta figure this out. Okay. So this looks like cleaning stuff. Cleaning stuff. Oh, it looks like it cut out. Oh, we're back. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Okay. The hell is this? Oh, these are like clamps. Oh, is that for that? What is this? Oh, these are the clamps for this thing? Because this thing is supposed to like... Oh, they might be. I doubt it. Bro, my phone is overheating, so it keeps shutting off the feed. Poor little guy. He's only an Android 13. What else we got here? Camera stuff. This is for testing water purity. That can go in the box of empty boxes. Box of empty boxes. This is for prying open phones and stuff. Useful, but we'll just have it here in this box of empty boxes. These are like tweezers, but they're kind of fake because they're kind of soft tweezers. They say anti-static. Trash. This is for cleaning keyboards and stuff. This is for getting very small items. It has like a little suction tube on it. This is a camera I wanted to investigate. It's also connected to USB, so it's related to the microscope. But basically it has like a cable that's broken, and I kind of just want to investigate it, maybe unravel it, maybe harvest just the camera end and recable it, something like that. This seems like a plastic brute force opener. This is my woodworking grinding set. These are some screws for plugging in stuff. This is a holder for something. I don't know, I'll probably throw it out. These don't belong here. Yep. This is like a little shot glass that I got full of sweet wine. Right. So these cleaners also can go. Really, this plastic majigger can go, but I guess it's a plastic majigger. You never know when you could use a plastic majigger. Put this over with the cameras. All right. Now we're talking. Oh, wait. This IO shield can go with its kin. All right. Now we're talking business. Now it's like, what even do we have to work on? And I guess I'll put this. I do want to check these, but I'll put them over here with the boards that we tried earlier. I just want to get them away from my desk and stuff. And don't mind that. All right. So we've done a little bit of a trick today, and I'm glad. I'm going to shut this one down and probably end it now. I don't think anybody stayed too long. Thanks for those that subbed, that came by. Slowly but surely, we fix some hardware, get some, filter out your stuff, you know. Is this micro USB? Oh yeah, useless. I've also got a whole compartment under my bed where I can store stuff, so that's good because I gotta get some control over this. All right, time to rest and relax over here. Alrighty. Oh, farewell again. Just watch the webcam over there. That is nice. That feels really good. Next, I'll do my desk. Maybe make my bed. Who knows? All right, see you.